Let's see what is going on here. Did the graphics already make it like really like unsettling? There's something creepy about old graphics. Yeah, old school CGI. It's always kind of creepy. It definitely has a charm though. Seid hier, hoi hoi. Happy New Year. Okay. Let's go new life. Character generation. This is the character creation generation screen. Modify your statistics by clicking the plus and minus buttons for each statistic. Move the cursor over each statistic. Okay. This ability score represents your persuasiveness. Personal magnetism and ability to lead. The higher your charisma, the more favorable others will react towards you. Okay, 18 is max. Oh, wisdom gives bonus XP. Hi Lirank, Happy New Year! Hangover. Why were you drinking so much, huh? It gives me more dialogue options, okay, so... He wasn't drunk enough, so he was drinking even more. My god. So it looks like, right? It looks like everything is kind of important here. So I don't really see like, hey, this is a little bit more useful than the other one. So, huh? Hey, the Prime, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope you all had a good night and didn't get hurt or something. Because I heard about stuff that was going on in cities and so on, so hopefully nothing happened to you. Strength. Since like... It's like a game where we don't really have to fight, right? I don't even know if like strength and stuff will be that important. I don't know if I will use it that much. First of the year. Regeneration. Okay, oh, this is not bad, right? Maybe I should go like 14, so with like 30? Oh wait, 9 is the minimum. Do I go this? It's like, I don't know, it feels like... Man, look at that face. That looks like max charisma to me. That's a pretty face. I think so too. He looks pretty handsome. Let's go with this, fuck it. We're gonna be pacifists, I don't know.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Who are you? Who am I? How about you, Stan? Who are you? I ask you first. Yeah, and I ask you second. What's your name? You first, Skull. It's the last time I'll ask. Tch, you're tighter than a wet rope. Alright, I'll be the nice guy here. Name's Morty. Who are you? I don't know, I can't remember. You can't remember your name? Huh. Well, next time you spend the night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Morty. And I'm trapped in here too. What do you mean trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's a chant. I've tried all the doors and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. Damn. We are locked in where? What is this place? It's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider? Who? The mortuary? Or am I dead? Not from where I am standing. You got scars aplenty. Though, looks like some burg painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back... Morty pauses. Say, looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back? What do they say? Huh, looks like you come with directions. Morty clears his throat. Let's see. It starts with... I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that will shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farod can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Or the death note. Farod? Does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. Morty pauses. Let's see. It goes on. Don't lose the journal or we will end up in the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they will put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farod. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for that journal I'm supposed to have with me... Was there one with me while I was lying here? No, you were stripped on the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal penned on your body. What about Farad? Do you know him? Nobody I know, but then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Bergs got to know where to find Farad. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we will need a key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers or use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stone, but they're harmless and won't attack you unless you attack first. So there's some other way. I don't want to kill them just for a key. What? Do you think it's going to hurt their feelings? They are dead. But if you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they will have a rest before the keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright. I'll take one of them down and get the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Note: search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. When you find one, go to the inventory screen, the backpack button in the lower right, and arm yourself. If you wish to examine any item you find, right-click on them in the inventory screen. Alright, I'll look for one. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember, you can run, and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. To run, either toggle run on in the options screen or hold down the shift key and left click on the area you want to run to. If you're in danger of dying, use running to keep your distance from the zombies while you recover. Alright, thanks for the advice. Oh my fucking god. How to play, combat, display the additional combat. Okay, quick loot. Formations, about current actions. Alright. Oh my god. Toggle whether the game is paused, select weapon, select spell, select item, select special ability, start dialogue. Options, priest, scroll, journal, character statistics, open dialogue window, lock view on character, toggle party AI, rest party, mage spellbook, map screen, inventory, okay.
I'm gone.
Oh my god, there's just so much.
Don't want to part with that.
Ah, you don't want to part with your eyeball? Damn, there's so much. I feel like I've been woken up inside someone's dream. I don't know who I am, I don't know how I got here, and I don't know how to get out. First thing I remember is crawling off a metal slab in some vaulted monstrosity called the mortuary, and some floating skull asked me a bunch of damned questions. I've lost my memory, I lost my possessions, and the only thing I really seem to know is that I can get stabbed, beaten, burned, and I get better. This regeneration of mine hasn't done much for my looks, but no one seems to notice. I need to figure out who I am and how I got this way. I feel like something's missing, something inside, but I don't know what. To be fair, I have never seen or heard about this game. This game is apparently one of the best games ever made. It's a very old one, but one of like the best written games story-wise like that was ever made. Gameplay-wise, not so really because it uses like D&D 2nd edition, but story-wise is apparently amazing. Okay. Journal. The slab is covered with dried blood and other remains.
All right.
Let's see. Some bandages. But I think I want to toggle on running all the time. Unless I get to a point where I have to like sneak or something. Oh yeah, this is much better.
I'm gone.
Scalpel. Okay. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now, go get those corpses and don't worry. I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Alright. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death then. Although you can attack by selecting a weapon from the quick menu, pressing the A key also toggles the attack cursor. Alright. Alright, I haven't even equipped it. The shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing its chalk white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. I'm looking for a key. Do you happen to have one? Chief, they can't hear you, alright? They're dead. But you're dead and you're talking to me? Yeah, but I'm special. He's like me. Death couldn't kill my zest for life. These corpses here, Morty rolls his eyes. They probably didn't have much personality to begin with. Let's see. Look, Chief, watching you trying to swap the chant with these corpses isn't doing much for my morale. Let's leave the corpse talk for the barmies, alright? Alright. Check a little bit loud. Damn.
Damn it.
Critical miss. Okay, I've got the key. Got anything else here, I wonder? No. Oh, the mouse is so slow. Keyboard, mouse scrolling speed. Yeah. Ah, much better. Okay, I guess that's not the key. It's the key for here. Aha. Psst. Some advice, Chief. I'll keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary. Especially the femmes. Plus killing them might draw the caretakers here. Why do you care about the female corpses? What? Are you serious? Look, Chief. These dead shits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashes like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys. No lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they are dead. We are dead. See where I'm going? Eh? Eh? No, I don't actually. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We have all died at least once. We will have something to talk about. They'll appreciate the man with our kind of death experience. Wait, didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine sign-wheel cadavers I see here. What the fuck? Morty starts clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Cause the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. Do you watch Warlocracy? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Bismuth. Who are these caretakers again? Yeah. They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an adult bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die. Sooner, better than later. I'm confused. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die. Sooner, better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? Before you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female. Okay. Alright, I'll try to remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. One, if you got questions, ask me, alright? To speak to your party member, select the talk option from the quick menu and then left click on the party member you wish to speak to. Alright, if I have any questions I'll ask you. Second, if you are half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. If I had that journal I was supposed to have with me, I would do that. Start a new one. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright, it couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly who I am, use it to refresh your memory. To access your journal, select the journal button on the... Okay, let's go.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Journal screen. Oh, look at him! Ew. Oh, hello. What is that? Those are the female zombies he wants to do the thing with? Are you that man?
All right.
But I said I shouldn't fight all of them anymore because...
You see that?
Wait a second. Why do I see my XP? I'm actually safe. Ah, here. Okay.
Done.
It's okay. I know. I don't talk to them anymore.
You see that?
All right. Receiving room logbook. Receiving a room logbook. This huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight, cramped script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed or cremated. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms. Contact the scribe on duty and notify him that a contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that a shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the preparation room. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalog all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. No.
Damn.
Damn it.
All right.
Nothing here? Nothing here.
You see that?
Alright, Dal. Sup, my dude. This scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal grey eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes, like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings! Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with the scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with dusties should be the last thing. Before Water can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we, especially, shouldn't be swapping the chant with the sick dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the better. Before Morta can finish, the scribe's grey eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless one? Do you know me? Know you? Aye. There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Hiya Fenrir, hi. Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question, as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Dal. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dal.
Updated my journal.
Very well. What do you wish to know? What is this place? You're in the mortuary, restless one. Again, you have come. Before he can finish, Dal breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about the mortuary. This is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left the shadow of life and walked the path to true death. Dal's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Shadow of life? Yes, a shadow. You see, restless one. This life is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickerings of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die. And here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. And true death? True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reasons, of sensations, of passion. Dull coughs, then gives a ragged breath. A state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that? It is worse than remaining in the shadow of what life once was? I think not. Let's see. How did I get here? Dahl snorts in contempt, as if he finds the memory repugnant. Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, Restless One. You would think you were royalty based on the number of royal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. I have arrived here on a cart?
Updated my journal.
Yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Dull breaks into another violent fit of coughing, finally catching his breath a minute later. Your seneschal, Farad, was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is this Farad? He is a collector of the dead. Dahl draws a ragged breath, then continues. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death and bring them to us so that they may be interred properly. Where can I find Farad? If events persist as they have, Restless One, you have a much greater chance of Farad finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. A slight warning creeps into Dahl's tone. Do not seek out Farad, Restless One. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again, with you none the wiser and Farad a few coppers richer. Accept death, Restless One. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery. Update that journal, my man. We're updating the journal, Smackface. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Can you tell me how to get out of here? The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than Dustman pass. Dahl breaks into a ragged cough, then continues. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it is unlikely he will open it for you unless you are extremely persuasive. I see. Okay. What do you do here? I'm a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. Dahl coughs again, then takes a deep breath. As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. Are you ill? I am close now to the true death, Restless One. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Dahl gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. What is the eternal boundary? The boundary between the shadow of this life and the true death. Alright, okay, farewell. I think we got everything. As you turn to leave, Dahl speaks. Know this, I do not envy you, Restless One. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point, your path will return you here. Dahl coughs, the sound rattling in his throat. It is the way of all things flesh and bone.
All right.
Cough, cough. Is there a quick save button? I don't think there is.
I'm gone.
Damn it.
Done.
Done. I need all the XP. So many bandages. Aveen. Vanria, oi!
See that?
Hey Jeremy, Happy New Year! Alright, who's this guy? You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings! The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives removing organs. Yo, deprime me! Deprime me, thank you so much for getting Bismuth is up. And deprime me. Thank you so much for gifting Fenrir up, deprime me. Appreciate it. I said greetings. The woman makes no response. Deprimi, thank you so much for getting Marcellus up. Thank you, Deprimi. Oh. Thank you, Deprimi. Thank you for the support and helping me recover from my trip. And thank you so much for getting Lullaby up, Deprimi. Thank you! Thank you, Deprimi. I think the dusty shit might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's lay off, shall we? What's wrong with her hands?
Updated my journal.
She's a tiefling. Deprimi. Thank you so much for gifting Justice up. Appreciate it. Thank you, Deprimi. They got fiend blood in their veins, usually caused some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Like some of them adult in the head, and adult looking too. Holy shit, Deprimi, thank you for shifting money costs up, appreciate it. Tap the woman. Thank you so much for gifting Balance up, Deprimi. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Deprimi. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are a rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings. She doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You, she clacks her taloned fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hands. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Aveen. Go, go, go. You've been assigned a quest, and what's wrong with your hands?
Updated my journal.
She turns away. She makes no sign that she heard you. Okay. Well... Fetch embalming fluid and needle for Avine.
Damn.
That's a knife. That's the fluid. More fluid. I need a key for this, okay. It's locked. Can I attack it?
Forced it.
Uh-huh. Copper earrings closed. Okay, I need another key for this. See, Irene, she is still dissecting the corpse chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds you of something, but you can't quite recall what. Watcher studied the motions of her
Updated my
hands.
journal.
As you study the motions of Irene's hands, you feel a prickling along your scalp, and then suddenly you find your vision swimming, blurring, until you are standing in front of a freshly slain corpse. Rigor Mortis is making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched onto its scalp. The zombie is laying on a slab and you have just finished stitching up its chest. You have placed something inside, something that may prove useful if you come this way again. Keep these things safe and wait for my return. The memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. You cross your arms in front of your chest and to your surprise, the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its sides, and as it does, the vision fades, until you are watching Avine's hands make their stitching motions once more. You have regained a memory. Memories can give you additional experience points, skills, and may even lead to you gaining something else. Oh shit, nice. Okay. So I guess I just don't do anything with that. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a level up. Okay, that was a memory, whatever a memory is. Should have read that, to be honest. Can I open this though? This copper earring looks ancient. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it to your ear. A series of strange grooves have been carved on the inside of the earring, however, which might merit a closer examination. If you're ever capable of examining an object further or performing an action on the object outside of the world screen, a use button will appear for the object on this examine screen. This button allows you to manipulate it through a dialog screen. If you wish to examine the grooves on the earring further, select the use button below. This copper earring looks extremely old. It looks like it was meant to be worn, but there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it to your ear. There's a series of strange grooves on the inside. Examine the grooves. The grooves are evenly spaced along the inside of the earring. Upon closer examination, they remind you of small fangs. They are definitely man-made, but you can't figure out what they were intended for. Heyo, Flo. Hi, hi.
All right.
Let's go up.
I'm gone.
Let's see. The dustman regards you with a stony gaze. Are you lost? No. If you're not lost, what is your business here? I awoke on one of those slabs in your preparation room. You speak in jest. Perhaps you would like to share it with the guards. The dustman takes a step back. He looks like he's about to summon the guards. Snap his neck before he can call out. You're not fast enough, and the dustman dodges as you lunge for him. Taking a step back, he claps his hands together sharply 3 times. In response, a great iron bell starts tolling throughout the mortuary. Alright then. And this is 1 to 3 piercing damage. 1 to 3 slashing damage. 1 to 6 crushing damage. Nice, you're looking nice. Dirty rat charm. What are those charms? 50% resistance to fire. This piece of charcoal is a charred bone fragment of some creature, perhaps a finger, bone, or a talon. The charcoal charm temporarily protects the user against flames and extreme heat. To use the charm, the charred bone is snapped and both halves on the ground to powder. And then the charcoal is dust. Okay. Interesting.
I'm gone.
Did you see that?
Die.
Nice junk. An iron pry bar. Huh? Why did he remove his rope?
Forced it.
Open. Dustman requests a note written on a scrap of dry parchment. Contact the necromancer responsible for raising
contractual worker 42. I know he's examined the skeleton before, but I am certain the initial raising of the body was warped. The worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Dahl recently informed me that worker 42 exhibited that same walking pattern when it was a zombie decades ago. There may be a soul echo in the morrow, or the skeleton's age may have caused the magic animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggested it may be following an order issued by a higher-ranking Duskman in the past, but I have found no records of such an order. Whatever the reason for its behavior, the matter is to be resolved, or the worker replaced. My inventory is already full, fucking hell. I shouldn't pick up so much shit. 2025 for the fight Kate? What is a fight Kate?
Damn it.
So many critical misses. Okay, nice. So this is how I heal. I think those ropes are completely useless. Maybe the junk is also useless, I don't know. Oh yeah, we can go back. Let's go back to Iveen, because we got the thread and the needle.
I'm gone.
Give her the thread and embalming fluid.
Updated my journal.
Without missing a beat, Iveen snaps the thread from your hands and hooks it around one of her talons, then begins sewing up the corpse's chest. She then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to the corpse. Wait. Within minutes, she is finished. She clicks her talons, then turns to face you. To your surprise, she extends her hand and drags her talons along your arms and chest. Keep playing zombie? Looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together, or... Keep playing. As she traces your arms and chest, you suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who write on you? Have us do that? No respect for somphis, not paintings. She sniffs, then pokes one of your scars. This one bad shape, many scars, no preserves. Her talons suddenly hook into the thread you brought her, and lightning-like, she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up. Let her
Updated
work.
my journal.
The sensation is curiously painless as Eileen begins to stitch you up. When she is done, she sniffs you, frowns, then stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she has dabbed your body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes you feel better. Let her work. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Eileen puts the last touches on your body and gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with the talons. Done. Go, go.
Done.
Cool, so we got 1 more HP. Pog. Yeah, we got 21 now. So she was actually helpful.
Done.
Wait, do you just respawn? Wait, they don't really give XP, so... This crude bronze ring looks like it might have doubled as someone's nose ring in the past. Despite the dents and scratches, it might be worth a few coins to a local merchant. Well, I guess it's better than nothing.
Done.
Someone has penned a series of tasks in red ink on the scrap of parchment. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each work shift when the new initiates come on duty. We have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late, and I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation rooms and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of when possible. The original contracted shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I have included spare embalming charms within the shelves for the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or applications of embalming fluid. Okay. 3 charges. Usable only on Nameless One and Morty. The strange metal bracelet has directions inscribed on the side of it. Judging from the crude text, it appears that the bracelet works by being held by a living creature. Then while pronouncing a mantra to the true death, it is touched to the forehead of a zombie or skeleton. When this is done, the minor enchantment held within the item spread through the corpse, strengthening the bones, killing traces of corpse rot and or grave mold, and helping to seal minor tears in the skin. What? What does that do? This item will work on either you or Morty. Simply place it in your quick item slot, then use it from the quick menu on Morty, or have Morty use it on you in order for it to take effect. When cast, the target gains +2 to 8 temporary hit points and a temporary bonus of +1 AC for a half hour. The extra hit points will heal the target if it is less than maximum hit points, or they will give him bonus hit points for half hour. Oh, that's pretty sick.
All right.
Alright, let's go down, I guess. Wait, do we here again?
All right.
Cleaning racks. I got like so many different items. Look at him run.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
There has to be like a gate somewhere where I can go through now. Where could that be? Oh wait, I can go down this way. Ah, I see. Ah, I see.
Did you see that?
More tricky.
Done.
Give me all the money.
Looks like death's come for the bill. I'm really sick of you dying on us. Cut it out, will ya?
Oh. Oh, okay.
All right.
So we'll just like come back here when I die.
I'm gone.
Interesting.
Damn it.
Done.
Nice. What is this? This worn leather-bound tome lists diagrams and charts detailing several minor wards and enchantments, the numerous drawings of skeletons, bones, and the manner of which they may be preserved over time. Of particular interest is the section regarding guardians. Apparently the Desmond animate corpses of fallen giants to serve as guardians for the mortuary. To make them even deadlier, armoring enchantments are woven into their breastplates to help shield them from attacks. The book is much too complex for you to absorb all that at once, but it looks as if you could refer to certain sections when the need arises.
Done. All right. Done.
I don't have any magic, so I don't... This dude would just one-hit me again. Disguise removed.
Done.
You see a pale-faced Desmond standing guard over the front gate. He is staring off across the city rooftops with distant expressions. As you approach, he turns to face you. Yes? I had some questions. I'm looking for someone in Faro. Do you know where he might be found?
Updated my journal.
Faro is a collector. The man studies you for a moment. If you would wish to know more of him, I am told that Initiate Amorik and the Gathering Daspa also seeks him. It may be that he can help you. And where's Daspa? As one leaves the mortuary front gate, head south and west. It lies past the memorial. Alright. Looking for a lost journal. He shakes his head. No, okay. Very well, thanks.
Done.
Dude, those fucking... Jesus Christ, man, he looks like a hedgehog.
Done.
Pox? The scowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see is the chin, which is covered with stubble and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Greetings. The figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi? Who are you? Pox, Pox am I? Hi. Pox? Mother and father named me, wished a pox on firstborn, a curse given came true. It did. Hi. Again your eyes are drawn to the purplish green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. Ask more questions. What are you doing? Wait for Didas. Do I? Hi. Corpses? Find a Dida, take him through the gate, get some jink. Then again I wait. Hi. Through the gate, why? Adidas to a dustman, what's coppers to a collector? Bring them the dead, they give you copper. At the gate they do. Hi. Was the front gate the only way inside to the mortuary? Hi, only Dida or dustman go in the gate. They do. You want Pox make you Dida again? What do you mean again? Hi, many time you ask, Pox always do. How many times exactly? Many time, hi. So we've met before? Hi. So what do you know about me? You're a Dida who don't stay Dida for long. Hi. Deal square with Pox you do. Do you know anything else about me? You're a Dida who doesn't stay Dida for long. Okay. Do you know anything else besides that? You're a Dida who don't stay Dida for long. Okay. How about I just pretend to be dead and you sneak me in? Why do I want to go back in there?
Done.
You see a heavy-set man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him, and unlike the other residents you've seen, he looks to have bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully and calls out in a high voice, "Craddock? Good sir?" What? Ah. His hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. 1,000 apologies, good sir, if I have given offense. He gives a slight bow. I am called Bean, Descender, third child of Bean, Descender. I am one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders. No apologies necessary, Bean. What do you want? 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such a trivial matter, but I seek Craddock, an overseer in the hive. Bean looks like he is in pain, but Alas, he eludes me. He looks at you hopefully again. Could it be you have heard of such a man? I'm sorry, I haven't. Bean gives a deep sigh. I am bound to deliver a message to him, and as yet fortune has chosen not to favor me. I could help you. If I come across a man, I could pass along your message. Bean face lights up like a lantern. Oh, fortunate day for Bean and the House of Senders. Any assistance you could provide would be most welcome. If you can find this Craddock and pass along the message, I shall see it. You are paid for your troubles. Okay, what's the message? Bean recites the message almost like a mantra. The shipment must be cursed by the third day, or there will be a penalty. Bean frowns. I am told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. If I see Craddock, I will pass along the message. Is there anything you can tell me about him before I go that might help me? He is said to be a giant of a man, stern of features, and that he is an overseer in one of the hive marketplaces. Alas, I know little else than that, good sir. I see, that's enough to go on for now. Bean bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favor you and you are able to bear the message to Craddock, be so kind as to return and tell me of it. I will see to your efforts are rewarded.
Updated my journal. All right.
You see a tired-looking woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. The odor of cheap perfume surrounds her like a cloud, and her face is covered with a mask of crude makeup. She smiles as she sees you. Why don't you stay and chat with me a bit, love? Greetings. The woman looks coyly at you. No, you look to be a blood who's lost something. Perhaps I can help you find it. Cutter? She smiles slightly. Oh? What good fortune, we probably lost what we were looking for back at your kip, miss. Maybe you can help me find what I'm missing, miss? Her tone becomes businesslike. I love. Now there's a matter of a finder's fee. How much? Some coppers for a glance at what you're missing, and 10 coppers to actually find what you're missing. Done. I think I found what you're looking for. Come along then, love. Oh, this is a trap. The woman frowns. I'm not a town. She frowns, then rubs 2 fingers together. Unless you've got some jink to pay for me. I can pay you how much? For a handsome basher like yourself, she gives a wide smile, revealing a row of dirty teeth. 3 coppers will be enough to loosen me tongue. She licks her lips, then frowns. Other questions of a deeper chant will cost you more though. Chief, can you spot me some jink? It's been a long time, it has. I suppose it can't hurt. The woman breaks in. It's twice the cost for the Mimir or any other degenerate. Mimir? Mimir is a talking encyclopedia. That's me, Chief. I see. Well, don't sweat it, Morty. From the looks of her, I'm probably saving you from dying twice. May a pox shrivel your innards. You have the stink and fashion sense of a goatherd, and yet twice as ugly.
Taunts, all right.
Morty stares, hypnotized as the harlot lets loose a stream of obscenities. At the end of the verbal avalanche, Morty is silent for a moment, then turns to you. Well, Chief, got a few more towns for the old arsenal? He turns back to the harlot, who is catching her breath. I'm also in love. What the fuck? Who? You what?
I'm gone.
This filthy-looking corpse is in sad shape. Its shoulders are slumped and one of its legs is broken, causing it to lean to one side. Stains cover it from head to toe. Judging from the smell and the texture, the stains run from rotten fruit to mud and bird droppings. To add to the indignity, graffiti has been carved into its body and several notices have been nailed into its chest, back and head. I thought I was in bad shape. Don't all those nails hurt? The corpse makes no response. Examine the corpse. Despite the many stitches, the corpse's rotting skin is peeling in several places, revealing long stretches of muscle and bone. You would guess that the zombies frequently use as target practice. The fruit and mud stains aside, some of the tears in the skin still have rocks and bits of glass lodged in them. One wicked-looking cobblestone is still embedded in the side of its head. Pry out the cobblestone. You grab a hold of the cobblestone and pull it out of the corpse's head. Traces of brain matter and rotting flesh slowly drips from it. It looks like whatever was in its head turned to ooze long ago. What the fuck? Examine the other notices. A number of the leaflets have been ruined by rain, but some of them are still legible. One tacked to his bag is from something called Office of Vermin and Disease Control. The The one on the forehead looks like a bill of fare for a restaurant, and on his chest looks like an official notice, and another appears to be some sort of want ad. How about the want ad? Wanted! Able-bodied person willing to investigate a matter of the utmost importance to the Dustman cause will offer suitable compensation upon successful completion of said task. Interested parties inquire with Initiate Noroche Gathering Despa. Okay. What about the bill? Someone has posted a bill of fare for the Gathering Despa, but the bill of fare cannot be read as the words Smoldering Corpse Bar have been scrawled in charcoal over the bill. Smoldering Corpse Bar? The zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points far to the southeast. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thumb. Reminds me of a job I once had. He seems embarrassed. Well, I mean, without the arm. I wonder if this would work with the other notices. What about the vermin office thingy? To those Hive citizens wishing gainful employ with the most honorable and generous sigil government, inquire forthwith at Office of Vermin and Disease Control to help stem plague of brain rats. Bounties paid, copper given for each rat tail bought. Tails must be genuine and from rat only. No cat, dog or fiend tail accepted. Office several streets south and west of Mortuary Gate in Lower Hive. Ask for official... Oh, I fucking... No! I dropped all the tails.
I feel stronger.
Oh shit, I leveled up. I said level up, but I'm still level... Wait. Ah, yeah, level up. What is that? What am I doing? Oh, it's saving throws have improved, fighting skills have improved, characteristic points gained, 7 hit points gained. Okay. Well, I guess we put more into wisdom because it gives an experience bonus? I guess.
All right.
Oh, 16,000, basically double now.
I've never seen something so ugly. I'm not.
Anna?
Take off.
It's Anne! You see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature. Oh shit, what's the music? Damn. And a horn shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flicking back and forth as you watch. Pike off. Greetings. The girl ignores you. Who are you? The girl sneers and makes an obscene gesture with her tail. Pike off, ye clueless sod. Hey, easy, I just had some questions. Aye, and what is it you want? I can't help but notice you have a tail. Do I now? The girl looks at her tail. So I do. And here's I was thinking that this was a trick of me, aye. Why, aren't you a sharp cutter? She bares her teeth. Why don't you piss off the whatever hole you crawled out of and leave me be? Me nor me tail is for trade, jig. I was just It's just as well neither you nor your tail are for sale. You couldn't squeak out a living with them anyway. What are you about, you blighter? Say it again. He said and I agree that you couldn't make a living selling yourself. Aye, it's good I sell corpses then, eh? Yay, look ready for the dustman's furnace, the both of ye. Her tail begins to lash back and forth. Don't make me put ye in the dead book. Calm down, girl, I had some questions. Bothered, I have nothing more to say to you, Burke. Get. Better watch your tongue, girl. It's coming off. You better remember that if we speak again. I pike off to whatever you come from then.
All right.
I've never seen something so ugly. I've not. All started crutch will be telling his copper about now.
Hive dweller, dustman. What is in here? Open tomb, and there's a house. Let's go to the house.
All right.
This woman looks to be in her middle years, and her hair has streaks of grey running through it. Lines of worry crisscross her face as she sees you. She seems torn between asking you to leave and calling for the man on the table, at the table. Greetings! You'd best leave, for I call him your husband. He won't take kindly to ye having barged your way into our home. If you were going to call him, you would have done so already. I have some questions for you. She glances towards her husband, worry in her eyes. I have not the time, stranger. Do not be troubling me with such things. Excuse me, are you alright? Me? She seems surprised. Oh, aye. She lowers her voice. Ye'd best leave. Me husband has not been himself of late. Ye'd best not provoke him with your presence. What's wrong with him? He's been out of sorts of late. A touch of the cough, maybe. She gives an unconvincing half shrug. What's really wrong with him? I think he's done something he regrets. Her worried expression melts into despair. I think he signed one of the dead contracts. I cannot imagine what possessed him to do such a foolish thing. What are dead contracts? The dead, the dustmen, have contracts. They give them the right to someone's body after they die. What do the dustmen do with the body after death? Animate it with their black magics. Turn it into one of the walking dead. Make it a walker till... She looks at her husband helplessly. Till it rots away. Just arrived and I don't know which is the main quest. I also need to figure out, let's see, why did your husband sign such a thing? He may have been goat eager to bring home some more jing than custom. He's prideful, but I think he's hurt himself more than by doing so. That's unfortunate. I had some questions for you though. Can a contract be undone? She looks at you surprised, then sighs. I have tried. I have spoken to the dustman. He did the sign-in with, but he's cold and chill, like all the dusties. He even lectured me on me husband, as if I had no right to try and help him. Her lips become a tight, thin line, as if picturing the dustman's face. He was cold, cruel, he was. Let me see what I can do. Who was this dustman your husband signed the contract with? The dusty calls himself Gravesend. I know not his first name. He has a table at the dustman bar in the Hive, gathering dust. I believe the place is named. You can most like find him there, trying to get more people to sign the contracts. Alright, I'll help you out then. Head out to the street outside. Go toward the memorial stone and then head south and west from there. She taps her finger against her chin. You should run right into it. There's one of them, her face wrinkled in disgust, walking corpses out from. Very well. I'll see what I can do. I won't turn away such a friendly gesture. She seems grateful, then her worried expression returns. But I must ask you not ta let on I ask ye ta do such a thing. Me husband has a terrible temper, and if he were to find out, she shudders. Wow, I promise that your husband will not find out. Thank you, stranger. I appreciate your help. It's no trouble. I'll go see about undoing your husband's contract now. The man looks haunted. His eyes are half-lidded, as if he has had trouble sleeping, and his hair is long and unkempt. His beard is flecked with bits of dead skin and old bits of food. He doesn't seem to notice you as you approach. Greetings. The man glances up at the sound of your voice, and his slack expression vanishes. It looks like someone has lit 2 fires in his eyes. What be a business bargain into be house? His eyes narrow and his teeth clench. Get, or I'll send ye back to whatever grave ye crawled from. Farewell then. The man throws a parting shot at your back. You'd best never cross me door again, you wretched stinking bastard. Alright. Chill.
Done.
Chill.
All right. All right.
Pence note. This note has been written with remarkable penmanship upon the finest parchment. Vaxis, if you're reading this, then you have undoubtedly failed in your task and have been forced to use the escape route I arranged. I told you that your little disguise idea was ridiculous. In any case, you'll need to lay low for a while. The dustmen may be deluded, but they are not fools, and they will certainly seek retribution for our intrusion. I have left you some coins. Use them to secure a hiding place in the hive, preferably in the Rack Picker Square. The dustmen will be unwilling to look for you there. Once you have secured a new hiding place, I have a new mission for you. Find out where Farod is getting those bodies he's delivering to the mortuary. It's apparently causing the dustmen a great deal of upset, and I wouldn't mind knowing myself. Reports are that the stone-faced dustman at the Gathering Dust Bar, Initiate Amoric, I think the fool's name is, has been sending out finders to try and mark Farod's movements. See if you can find out how far along he is and hinder his efforts until we know more about Farod's activities. I don't want Amoric finding out something before we do. Uh-huh.
I'm gone.
Alright.
All right.
Alright.
I know daughters today said walking once looks like.
Chief, what are we doing in here? Let's say we just give this place the laugh, all right?
You see a spindle-thin dustman in dirty black robes. His stiff black hair springs forth from his skull like a crown of spikes, and his leper-white skin is drawn sharply across his skull. He is frowning into his drink and mumbling to himself. Greetings! The dustman looks up, blinks once, then looks you up and down, studying you. As he studies you, he takes one of his spiked locks and points at himself with it. Nora J, Initiate, Dustman, Guard. I'm here about the posting outside. The dustman looks you up and down. Many troubles have I. Help, can you? A mausoleum awakes, the dead walk and the dead disturbed, the dustman disturbed. Find out what disturbs the undead and copper coins will I pay. Very well. Where's the mausoleum?
Updated my journal.
Not a J, not a mausoleum by Dustman Memorial. Go north and west from Black Monument. Go to Arch and the semicircle over your heart with this finger is... Wait, what? And the semicircle over your heart with this finger dismake. He wiggles the index finger on his right hand. To the mausoleum. Go, you will.
Done.
Nothing in there.
Can't find any data.
All right.
Maybe I could get a dusty. Aye, slow signal this.
Quentin? The man before you looks to be the middle of height and years. He is stout with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight has pressing upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. Greetings. The man throws you at a glance. There's room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. Actually, I wanted to know something of this monolith. As a tombstone for the plains, he scoffs. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name's on one that will split this stone in twain. He points at the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there, hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye, Quentin smiles ruefully. The Dusties scratch the names of the dead on the monument here. He gestures around him, and on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter, they do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals, try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him. Nothing more. The Dustman records the names of all that have died on this monument? Aye, they scratch him on this rock and scratch him on the walls in this place too. Quentin scoffs. I don't know why they take the trouble to take accounting of the dead. The Dusties have more care for the living. The living? Aye. You know about the Dustman mourners that come to this place? They aren't mourning the dead, see? And they are mourning the living. You can barely get a word in them edgewise without asking to mourn some poor living Berg for ye. Why do they mourn the living? You got me there, Cutter. He shrugs. Might want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed in my book. It is. Ever know anybody who came back after the name was put on there? You mean come back from the death? Quentin shakes his head. Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies. And that's the way of things. He shrugs. Still considering the planes going forever and all. I suppose anything's possible. I suppose so. Say, I had some other questions. Okay. Savtai? This woman's face looks broken, and she is covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She is cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands and is staring emptily at the wall of the monument, at the names there. St! Get back! The woman's teeth peel back, displaying a row of black canines. What do you want of Savtai? What's the matter? What's wrong? Those cows, man. wrecked my cart, attacked me, and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore, and there's nowadays nothing but names on the memorial wall. Chaos Man? Chaos Man, a faction, they says. What they are is an adult bunch of runs wild through the hive and does whatever they please. We never did no harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart anything within reach. Hey Donut. Hoi hoi. Who are these Chaos Men? They're a Hiver gang. A bunch of adult sots that call themselves the starved dogs barking or some such balmy nonsense. You know, I wouldn't mind penning some man in a dead book for some coin. You got the copper, we'll talk terms. Happy New Year, Donna. Hope you had a good night yesterday. A copper earring in your purse if you pen 3 of those murdering sots in the dead book. Jake? I'll see to it that they are put in a dead book. Can you tell me where they might be found? Go to the south gate, spireward from here, then walk around the block until you comes to a place where men run in circles, howling at the sick sky. There's the starved dogs they are. Alright.
Updated my journal. Alright.
Okay. You see a tall creature with a shock of white hair. Its skin has a greenish cast and a pair of goat horns protrudes from its forehead. It is dressed in long flowing robes and appears to be floating slightly above the ground. Greetings. The creature turns to face you and a series of symbols appear around its head. The symbols have a slight glow about them and they just hover there. Oh, for the power's sake. Piking Darbus. What's wrong? He's a Darbus. They speak in rebuses. These annoying words, word puzzles. If you don't know what they're saying, then we better find a native or some other way to communicate with them if we want to. An annoying bunch. My bet? They can speak. They just would rather piss everyone else off by trying to solve what they're saying. What's a Darbus? Chant is their janitors of the Lady of Pain. They float around breaking, fixing and patching up Sigil according to her whims. They're worse than corpse flies, multi-size. You can't swat them though, or the lady will get upset. Lady of Pain? Who's that? She runs the city. You will know if you see her. She's got these blades around her face. She's about the size of a giant, and she floats off the ground just like those guys. Morton nods at the Darbus, who is looking at you both. Nobody knows much about her. She doesn't speak much. All you need to know is that you don't want to make her angry. If you see her, my advice, run. I see. The Darbus waits patiently, its hands tucked into its sleeves. A series of symbols materialize above its head, then they vanish and a question mark appears. Try and strike up a conversation, see if you can translate what the Darbus is saying. You ask the Darbus several questions, trying to get a feel for the rebuses that appear above its head. It is extremely patient throughout your discussion, giving you easy sentences to translate. After a few minutes, you start getting the hang of it. It feels like you have done this before. Maybe you can help me. Darbus waits. Who are you? The Darbus inclines his head slightly, and a stream of symbols appear above its head. I am a Darbus. I have another question. What are you doing? A batch of symbols appear on the Darbus' head. I attend to my duties. Very descriptive. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? A lone symbol appears above the Darbus' head. This one shows a metallic female mask with blades coming out of the sides. Just looking at the ghostly image makes you uncomfortable. Alright, that's it.
Alright.
That was good XP, actually. Not bad, not bad. Blast, I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcasters while they are evoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. Well, what is it you want? My apologies for disturbing you. Farewell.
Done.
Can't do much.
I'm gone.
What is that? What the fuck? Wait, why am I getting attacked? Hive thugs?
Damn it.
Stop running, bitch. Bro, is there no shop? Dustman Monument. Okay, it's the monument I have to go. Before we go in there, quickly take a break.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
I will quickly take a break and then we'll go into the monument. Oh wait, we went already. Never mind. We have to go to this one. Down there. Oh, that's the mausoleum. There we have to go. Alright. Be right back. Quickly gonna take my break.